Hey ho everyone, Ginger Gargoyle here with the continuation of part 4. I'm sorry, my machine suddenly just died, and instead of re-recording a whole 13-minute thing, I decided to just go ahead and upload that all as one big feature and to redo this one. Now, this will be the last part that I do, and then we'll talk about my teeth. So, let me show you this one. I had already pulled it out, but since I had to wait for that other thing to upload, I put it back in there just to kind of keep it warm. Okay, now you might remember I had just started peeling it off. Okay, and you want to peel it off slow. Don't just rip it off. Peel it off slow. And you can see every piece is off of this. This is all clean. And when I show you this, you can see that all that extra pretty is now on this, the front of this cardstock. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so you can see that beautifulness. And you can see where the lines were taken out when we did the original one. And remember I told you that the lines are kind of hard to see. Alright, but what this also shows me is you can take and impress your image on there, and then you can cut it out, which means if you want to do something fancier, okay, like if you have a whole bunch of the little pieces, you can put them on and then foil them, or put them all on, the little scraps all on, and then peel off each of the little individual plastics. Okay, and then you can cut it out with just a regular old cutting die, and you will have a beautiful piece of work. So, that's it for these. Now, let's talk about my teeth. If you are kind of squeamish, you may not want to look. Okay, because I gotta tell you, I went into the dentist on Tuesday. Alright, today is Saturday. So, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Alright. They had to do a crown preparation. Or, yeah, they had to get ready because I need a crown. So they had to fix my broken tooth on the bottom. And then they did redo of the cavity that was next to that, and she had to take out all the old cavity, or all the old fillings, and put this one in. She thinks I might need a crown on that one. She hasn't quite decided yet. I guess I'll find out when I go back to get those put in exactly what she ordered, because I'm not quite sure if she's going with 2 crowns or just one. And then they had to cut a tooth out. I had a tooth up on the top which busted right at my gum line. Or actually, it didn't bust up my gum line, but it busted during the summer, and a little bit more and more it started working its way out. And then by the time I finally got in to get it fixed, when my insurance was covered, it was pretty much up by my gum line. And they had to cut the root out. Now, I have what they call tiger roots, which means that my roots are like 1 inch long. They're really, really long. And so, not only are they long, but they kind of interconnect. So it's kind of like folding your hands, okay? And you know how your fingers kind of intertwine? My roots are very much like that, except for the teeth in the very front and my canines. So she was able to get the canine tooth out herself. Now I'm going to show you a picture of what she was able to get out. My thumb is in the picture next to it as a size, and you can see what was left. This is the whole tooth that was left in my mouth. Alright, here's my thumb. Here's the tooth, and you can see that it's at least a half of a inch long. So this one didn't have a huge root to it, but that's all of the canine tooth that was left. This is the root, and this is where it was at the gum line. And they had to cut into my gum, and she put in some sutures. I did ask for nitrix oxide. She wasn't going to give it to me. She was going to work on this without giving me nitrous oxide. They did give me painkillers. I told her I wanted the nitrous oxide because when she put in the stuff in the roof of my mouth, oh God, it hurt so bad. I thought for sure she had taken a knife and cut me. It hurt so bad. And I told her, I said, you know, with the way that I reacted when you put the numbing fluid in the roof of my mouth, I really want the nitrous oxide. I don't think I would be able to handle you going in at towards my mouth with a knife if I didn't have that on. And it really did work. I didn't feel a thing. I was fine. My jaw was so sore because for an hour and a half they had my jaw clamped open. And they had this little rubber type piece that they stuck in my jaw. The first one they put in where they really wanted my jaw to be really open was too wide. I was gagging on it. I have a really strong gag reflex. So they got me a smaller one, basically for a child. And that one was easier for me to tolerate. So yeah, it took an hour and a half, guys. Oh my God. So, day one, I couldn't really do much. All I had was mashed potatoes. Day two, I had mashed potatoes and some scrambled eggs for dinner. Day three, I had some scrambled eggs again and some more mashed potatoes, and I was getting pretty gosh darn hungry. On Friday, day 4, because I always count the day of. So my daughter would say that Wednesday to Thursday, Friday. So that, well, I go Tuesday's day 1. Okay. So Friday, day 4, I finally had a full can of peas for lunch, and my daughter's boyfriend. And I had some chicken wing because I was finally able to chew on my left side of my mouth, because all the work she did was on the right side of my mouth, and she is nowhere near done in my mouth, guys. I have a hereditary case of bad teeth. My daughter is 27. She had all her teeth taken out when she was 25, except for 4 molars on the bottom, to which her dentures clamp onto. Yes, my daughter's 27 years old, and she already has dentures. My mother was even younger than that when she got her dentures. It is from bone loss for them. I do not have bone loss. I'm very lucky that way, but I do have my mother's teeth in and of themselves. And I have what they call an aggressive form of bacteria in my mouth. I'm telling you guys this because brushing is very important. And talk to your dentist about the proper way to brush, because they have changed the way that they do. They recommend it now. When I was growing up, it was side to side. And then in high school, it went up and down. And then in college, it went in little circles, but hard and fast. And now they say slow and light. So talk to your dentist, guys. Really keep up to date with this stuff with your dentist, because now I'm on a prescription toothpaste that I have to use at least once a day. The dental hygienist suggested twice a day, but the doctor said once a day. And yeah, so it's really nasty stuff, guys. My next one that I go in, she's going to do all my cavities all at once. I will be numb on both sides of my mouth because she thinks I'm going to need a lot more crowns. But by the time she gets done with the cavities, that'll use up my insurance, because we have a limited amount of insurance that we can use every year for dental. And then I have to wait for the next year. I won't even have enough to get a second teeth cleaning this year unless it comes out of my own pocket. So I'm kind of sad about that one. But today's day 5. Day 5, because I count the first one. My daughter doesn't count the first one. I count the first one. And I am back to mashed potatoes because my daughter's boyfriend yesterday brought me Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. I get what they call a #1 here. I don't know if it's the same as everywhere else, but it's kind of like a plain chicken with the cheese on there and the lettuce and the tomato and the pickle and the yum. Okay, and I was breaking it in small pieces, but I kept running into little hard stuff, but I kept it all on my right side. And I woke up this morning and my teeth were killing me and my jaw was killing me. So I went back onto the prescription medication that she gave me. It's like 4 Advil, and I have not gotten into any of the narcotic that she gave me, thank God, because I don't want to start taking that stuff. I'm really paranoid, and I have one of those systems where a little bit goes a really long way. I take a Benadryl, guys, and I'm down for 24 hours from one Benadryl. So, yeah. So I'm hoping against hope, that taking care of the crown and taking care of this tooth will help calm down the bacteria in my mouth, so that hopefully we'll be able to last through the rest of the year and through the summer without having to have another major issue. But that's it, guys. And to think that all this started off with my wanting to talk about using your spares. Yes, this all started out with just using the spares, using your extras, the leftover crap that you would normally throw away, you no longer have to throw away. Because one thing about crafters is we save. We really do save. I even saved that tooth. I'm not going to use that tooth for my crafting. I'm going to will that to my grandchildren so that they can see what happens when you don't take really good care of your teeth. So, I was really hoping I would have had my father's teeth. My father had really strong teeth until the very end, but no. And the worst part is, my grandfather was a dentist. He was a moonshiner too, but he was a dentist. So, okay guys, I will talk to y'all later. Y'all take it easy. And I promise next time I won't talk about my teeth, hopefully. Bye-bye. There will be a part 5, by the way. Bye-bye.